After having minimal progress in some of our prototypes at the point of the last gate, it was time to hit the drawing board again. From the onset of this project, we had been focusing too much on trying to design an end-all be-all tape measure that distracted us by trying to make a single product. We received an incredible amount of feedback, and all of it was pulling us in different directions, leaving us stagnant trying to decide which features to include in our single design. Frustrated with the lack of progression in this mode of thinking, we did a 180 and decided that all of these features could create a product line of tape measures and attachments. Without a clear way forward, we decided that every bit of feedback received was something to pursue. We revisited our demographics and decided to hone in on 2 of the 3 for the time being, our craftsmen and DIYers. The needs of these 2 demographics are most similar, and we're much more in line with achieving success with the current solutions in hand and the given timeline. Both these groups valued precision, ease of use, and efficiency. Desired features from previous feedback was modularity, a new brake mechanism, and independent measuring. After revisiting these needs, considerations, and feedback from the prior rounds of testing, we had a clear path and it was time to divide and conquer. From our last round of testing, we had learned how little the current brake is used because of how bad it is, and discovered that our low-level click-on, click-off prototype was something that greatly interested our users. Making this a reality was easier said than done. At this point, we have run through close to a dozen design iterations attempting to accomplish the coveted click mechanism. Because of the scale that we are working on, the precision of our manufacturing methods, and time that it takes to create and test each one, we still have not created the desired effect. There is, as we discovered, a difference between SOLIDWORKS and reality. To simulate the click effect for this last round of testing, we heeded the advice from a fellow classmate and incorporated magnets. Creating a simple hinge with a magnet on each side, we were able to better simulate the button and gain valuable feedback for the time being. We also wanted to continue our work on the ergonomics of the case and had designed a more concave form, a space to allow for fluttering, and added a finger guard to combat the recoil of the tape measure. Each one of these design features was a result from previous rounds of feedback. To appeal to the desire for modular solutions, we took the previously successful snail design so that it easily attaches to a wide variety of tape measures. We also created detachable calipers in order to allow for a higher precision up to 1/64 of an inch. One of the best successes from this round of testing was a new tab design that works well on a variety of odd shapes, odd surfaces, and inside corners. This new tab uses a hinge so that it can easily switch from a normal tab to one that works on inside corners. Using a dry adhesive from a phone case, we attach this material to our tab and the results speak for themselves. While our current dry adhesive has a limited amount of cycles before the effect wears off, there are better materials out there.
I'm Al Crosby.
I'm Duncan Urshik,
And
we're the Gexskin team.
The Gexskin team of Crosby, Urshik, Andrew Kroll, and doctoral students Mike Bartlett and Dan King here at the University of Massachusetts Amherst have invented a revolutionary new adhesive device made of simple, inexpensive materials that can hold up to 700 pounds on a smooth surface. It's based on some key anatomical properties of the gecko foot, which is covered with millions of little hairs called setae. The key innovation by the Gexskin team was to create an integrated adhesive with a soft pad woven into a stiff fabric. This allows the pad to drape over a surface to maximize contact. Further, as in natural gecko feet, the fabric is woven into a synthetic tendon, yielding a design that maintains stiffness and rotational freedom using everyday materials.
And what it does is it just drapes easily over the surface, gets close enough that the van der Waals interactions can become strong, and it can hold 700 pounds, maybe on an index card size pad, but then with a simple twist of the pad, it peels off with zero force, and it doesn't mark the surface at all. And one of the really important things is that you can do this over and over and over again.
With these new solutions, we wanted to test our product with some of our previous users as well as new ones. Revisiting everyone in the Idea Forge, we gained some confidence from their feedback for the next day. After establishing a relationship with McGuckins, We worked closely with their marketing director to set up a pop-up tent to test out our family of solutions. The stand was successful, and the amount of feedback received was staggering to the point of overwhelming. We set up shop from 10 to 2 on a Saturday and had 25 to 35 people come up to us. Among our visitors to the stand were the owner of McGuckins, an intellectual property agent, contractors, novices, and plenty other people in between. Our most popular positive feedback that we received was a large interest in our inside corner tab, the modular products, and the finger guard. Some of the best constructive feedback received was in new ideas for a simpler click mechanism, more suggestions for an ergonomic case, and concerns and doubts about the versatility and efficacy of the dry adhesive. While going down the path to create a family of solutions, and from the feedback gained, we came back to the realization that an end-all be-all tape measure was feasible. For our final prototype, we incorporated the inside corner tab, the ergonomic case, and magnetic click button. By broadening our set of solutions, we were able to come full circle to the point we had hoped to achieve at the beginning. After such positive feedback and a greater understanding of the needs of our users, we have confidence that we can continue this project and come up with even better solutions. Given a long enough timeline, we can even continue along this cycle and create a product line based around each demographic and each need within the market.
Like this and then like that. Let's go.